नमस्कार, आप सभी का स्वागत है। मैं हूं राहुल और आप देख रहे हैं PMeVIDya चैनल्स और NCERT का ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल। दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन वी ब्रिंग यू द लाइव टेलीकास्ट ऑफ webinar session in which we talk about ICT tools and the ICT awardees. Today is Tuesday and this is the part of a series of journey of our national ICT awardee. So today we are going to talk about Mr. Nilesh Rayapai from Goa. He is working in Don Bosco Higher Secondary School, Panjim. So you can also be a part of this live interactive session through the telephone number which is 8800440559 and be with us for the next 60 minutes. 4 to 5 is the session of webinar in which we are going to know and we would like to know more about him. From him only, he is working as a ICT computer teacher for last 10 years and also assigned additional duty for the last 10 years as the NSS program officer. So I would like to invite on the screen Mr. Nilesh. Namaskar and a very warm welcome, sir.
Thank you Rahul ji, and good evening everyone. My name is Nilesh Pai.
Yes.
I teach Information and Communication Technology at Don Bosco Higher Secondary School. I am also the NSS Program Officer, National Service Scheme for the last 10 years. One of the famous quotes of Swami Vivekananda reads, "The gift of knowledge is the greatest gift in the world." And I have been fortunate enough to receive this gift, and I have also strived in all my capacity to impart this gift to those around me. Anything worth learning is worth giving, and I have strived to share all my knowledge without any selfish motive. I feel blessed and honored to receive 3 awards in a row: Bosco Innovator Award for the year 2018-2021, National ICT Award for the year 2019 in the field of teaching ICT, and National Service Scheme NSS Karambir Award 2022 as NSS program officers from amongst all colleges in India for the selfless service to the society. I'm equally grateful to all my principals, Father Tamatur Cardozo, Father Savio Gomes, and Father Clive Tellis, for lending me the creative space to meddle with my ideas and projects. Sir, with your permission, I will go ahead with my journey.
Yes, sir. The program is all yours. I am waiting here, to know more about you. Please go ahead.
Thank you, CIT and CRT, for providing me the opportunity for sharing my journey. My academic qualifications and projects. I hold a master's degree in science, MSc Physics, Goa University in the year 1995. Postgraduate diploma in advanced computer technology, PGDCE, 3 years course covering C++, Oracle, sequential query language, Power Builder, Visual Basic, Go, Unix 4 in the year 1999. Diploma in Information Systems Management, 1-year course from AppTech in the year 1999. Diploma in Desktop Publishing, CorelDRAW, Photoshop, Flash in the year 2012. Master of Computer Application, MCA from Sikkim Manipal University in the year 2016. Attended Google India workshop on cyber law and cyber security. Certified Google Web Ranger Leader in 2016-17. The awards and recognition. I got appreciation for teaching ICT in the Don Bosco night schools. It's a very, the school hours are 6 to 8 o'clock in the night. I spend my valuable time with the students, giving them the soft skills so that they could get jobs, they could upgrade themselves. Appreciation letters received from IAS officer, Director of Sports Youth Affairs, for the Goa State video for the event Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat on WebEx platform. Honored with the prestigious Bosco Innovator Award 2018-2021, National ICT Award 2019, honored by All Goa Computers Association and Karambir Award in the year 2020.
Okay.
I have just classified my workings in the order. Okay, as an ICT teacher, I've designed websites, organized events using ICT tools, software, Raspberry Pi for running the smart classes in all the classes. As an NSS program officer for last 10 years, I've conducted all my activities, programs, camps, Then as a class teacher, I was a class teacher for 11 arts and 12 arts for the year 2019-21. Nodal officer for the waste management of the school, and also recently for the last 2 years I've been doing an additional duty of deputy conductor for board examination, and also conducted presiding as a presiding officer of elections. I have total service from 2001 to now till I have 20 years in service with this institution. These are all the certificates. I received the prestigious the National ICT Award in the year 2000 at New Delhi. I feel proud to be to receive this award. First, let me run over to all the journey. I've received an appreciation letter from the school principal towards my service to the school. Prior to joining the education field, I was a banker. I worked for 15 years with the Goa State Cooperative Bank. I was in the MIS, Computer Management Systems, where I was programming the bank. I was looking after the database, data backups of all the 72 branches. I used to analyze data, generate reports, check the data for correctness, submit reports. Then I used to do calculation of interest. All work was assigned to me during the period. I had a lot of experience gained regarding the software and hardware. So I thought of passing on this, sharing this knowledge with the night school. So I joined the night school in the year 2002. So I did a service of 10 years with the Don Bosco Night High School and High Secondary, where I taught classes from 7 to 12 standard. Computer awareness, CBS, mathematics. Since I had a science background, so I have passed on this knowledge to my students. And I've given them life skills with computers to start up their own businesses. I have been appreciated for the work I have done for the night school. I build up websites for the students' benefit. I'll just run over to the website. Wherein I created a blog for the student for uploading all the motivational books, academic books, where students could download during the pandemic time. Okay, here they could have downloaded easily instead of students could not buy during the pandemic time. So I made this website. I have also uploaded the projects. During the pandemic, there were a lot of events conducted in the school, which I published in my website so that students could view them sitting at home. I also put up, being an ICT teacher, I mentioned in my blog here how I created that video so that it becomes a learning process for the students. So all my work has been published here with the link of the videos, every work, whatever work I had done with the school, all videos with all the free softwares I've created, and I published on my website so that students would have seen, all the staff as well as students can see through them.
Right, so can we move forward?
I used various ICT tools during my teaching. Being an ICT teacher, I made the maximum use of ICT tools which are free to use. I designed the philanthropic postal cover envelope for the school on the 25th celebration year, Jubilee year, which was released at the hands of Ayush Minister Sripat Naik. Then I initiated the Raspberry Pi in all the class, all 10 classes, so that students could see all the it's like a smart class, which internet enabled classes and all audio visual classes could be held. Also, during my proxy classes, free class, I pass on all the mind tests like brain teasers, so the students' analytical mind is checked. I train all the Goa teachers on smooth switch over from the traditional chalk-based system to online systems. All the three phases. There were three phases. In all the three phases, I trained. They conducted webinars on OpenShot Editor. Practical sessions were held for the teachers. During the COVID period, I've helped the Director of Sports and Youth Affairs in supplying food for the poor and needy. I use my computer application knowledge to develop an inventory database using MS Access and Excel and Access to maintain timely records of in and out of the stock. So it was very useful for them, so they could at the press of button, they could know the inventory level of the stock with them. So they could have placed the order. And it was a letter of appreciation received from the the assistant directors of sports and youth affairs. A Goa State video was entrusted to me as I've been selected as a nodal officer for Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat, which I presented on the WebEx platform with my another partner, NSS program officer Samir Prabhu. So this is the office where we presented live to a partner state, Jharkhand. It was appreciated by the higher ups panel of the NSS department. IAS officer appreciated my work for flawless presentation of the video. All my activities, online activities which I conducted a webinar for the all Goa physics teachers for in-content creations and OERs in physics, so that they just know how simulation tools to be used in the teaching learning process. Here I covered the topic OpenShot Editor, Open OBS, Open Broadcaster software, Active Presenter software, Audacity software, OERs like PET and Low Labs from Amrita University. All this was shared to the teachers. Here I've used HTML and CSS in JavaScript. I programmed the lamp lighting of the virtual platform for the physics teachers webinar. So which is the program is all this lamp was programmed using JavaScript. So they lighted with the help of buttons. So the button designated buttons were there when it's press, it's pushed light because they're programmed using JavaScript. This simulation tools were well explained to the teachers, so they could have used in their teaching learning process. Online virtual classes were taken for the students as well as teachers. Then I conducted classes for our staff, 4 to 5:30 on Monday and Wednesdays on different platforms, OpenShot Editor, Active Presenter, Format Factory, then Photon and MMaker. This is the tool where animated videos, movies can be made. OBS, recording and streaming. Google Classroom, Google Forms, Edpuzzle, Flipgrid, Padlet, Kahoot, Mentimeter. These are the tools which allows us to create quizzes and all. OERs, Diksha Khan Academy, Jisoo, Google Meet, Calendar, e-content creation using PPT, then Google Apps, Google Drive, Capfin.com, which is an online tool which allows us to create videos, then voice recording and Chrome extension. I have trained students to create videos and during the awareness, so that the students could create that. Some students created their own videos for the awareness COVID-19, and they posted in the social media. I was a part of the vaccination drive, wherein I've used the CoWIN app for registration. We had a camp in the school where I was a part of it. Then we did, with the help of Little Police Club, I coordinated with them and we live stream using OPS the entire program smoothly. Then I've accompanied the students for fit, most of the activities for the fit India activities, and have registered digitally and got a school recognized for a Fit India certificate. I have conducted a lot of online activities during the pandemic, wherein cleanliness drive was one of them, where students uploaded we did a cleanliness drive at home and uploaded the photographs to Google form, which I've compiled and then forwarded to the government websites. A lot of activities like National Youth Day. Just for awareness, I created a video on Swami Vivekananda on the National Youth Day, and then just to motivate and inspire the youth, I posted on the groups. Then recently we have the OMR exams. We have shared a website zipgrid.com, which allows us to create OMR test, and it can all the papers can be scanned up, and auto-generated results can be obtained. I've conducted a rapid fire. I have a program for a rapid fire quiz for a live wire event, wherein I program. There were 10 teams, and 10 questions were there, so totally 100 questions. So I program using VBA. So just the press a button, all the results could be generated, and the quiz was timed. Also, there are a lot of templates created by me for the school using different DTP softwares, free open source software like GIMP. I use a GIMP for computerized generation of this, and also use GIMP, this Google Sheet collaborative tool for the judges. This is the first time we have used this activity. Every year, what used to happen is that we used to it used to take a lot of time to give the results. So we use the collaborative tool Google Sheets, wherein I just created three events for this. I was singing, a battle of the bands, and dance. So I generated a Google form with this, different parameters fields, and shared with the judges. And the judges entered the points, and automatically one sheet was for consolidation, and results were automatically generated, and the certificates were at the instance given to the students. I've conducted the International Yoga Day on 21st June 2020. Every year we conduct, but this year, the pandemic period, we did the online, where I've presented student yoga live demo. I showed them to a Google Meet, and then students did it at home, uploaded to a Google form, and this was then forwarded to Ayush Ministry, and then the panel generated certificate, and students were given the certificates. So this is the way the students watched the live session of Google or the yoga, and then perform and uploaded the photographs. Then I've used this different type of templates just to generate and inspire students to participate. Also, the NSS installation day during the pandemic was held online, where I have compiled a video from the students and then presented it time-based on the Google Meet platform. So also the Swachh Bharat during the pandemic was done online. I use innovative ways of the Rashtriya Ekta Divas just to bringing love for the nation. I've taken it online, did it online in the Google platform. There were a lot of activities which was done during the pandemic. During my ICT class, I used the W3 schools, the Middle Web Herd, just to present the students the live demo of the how to develop a website. A lot of ICT tools were used. Google assessment tools were used, like the Google Classroom, Padlet, Flipgrid, Mentimeter, Socrative, Ecozel, quizzes. All these platforms are used for making the classes more interactive. I've conducted an open shot editor for the computer teachers. Then during the Uttarakhand victim, we have raised a fund as NSS program officers. We had actively taken, NSS volunteers were very active, and we have done a lot of work for the NSS social service. We have collected a fund of 60,512 for the Uttarakhand victims. Then this activity, this is a whole NSS activity we are presenting now. We took part in the Prabhat Fairy, just to be the national flag for the love for the nation. Then this is all. Then one more activity we did that for the traditional Sanjong festival we celebrate Kopels. It's called Kopels. So I was a part of it. I recorded the entire session and then created a video and using OpenShot editor and then compressed the video and forwarded to the different clubs. International Yoga Day this year we celebrated offline with the help collaboration with the college department. See, we did a cleanliness drive in a Pension market. So just to make the public vendors aware and the people around are aware that their waste they have to take care of. On 2nd of October 2022, we had done recently. Then we did a Sagar Swachh Abhiyan with the volunteers. We took part in the skit Child Labor Day on the Child Labor Day. We were just to make aware that below the age of 14, no child should be allowed to work. Or just call on helpline number 1098. I accompanied the students for the as a part of Fit India movement, a cycle rally. All this part. Then we took road safety awareness. Just a lot of activities were done. Just a social awareness. So students are aware of all the rules, regulations. Celebrated the National Youth Day. Then child care, save a girl child, mental health. These are all the webinars, the talks which are held. I conducted a 5-app NSS camp for 7-day camp. Different villages where we help the community, and I used a lot of tools like Stellarium for the students to it's a very good app where you can use it to measure the distance of the galaxy and all. So it's very good to students use it very interactively, very interested to use this app. Being a part of the NSS, there were a lot of activities. So we have done a lot of activities. There's a hike, then students made aware of their independent life, cultural activities, cleanliness drive on 2nd October in the campus. Then we had a talk of waste management talk, National Youth Day, digital gyan, like a lot of scams, frauds happening. So people should be aware with a lot of things, how they can protect their, when they're using online, when you go to online platforms, they have to take care of take some precautions. So all this was a showcase using the skit. Yeah. The awareness, students' awareness on carry arms. There are a lot of students who are not aware of all the armed services, which are courses with carriers are there. So made them aware of the carriers in army. Then Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. We took a awareness rally. We did a plantation in the school campus. National Voters Day was celebrated in our school. Then a skit in the school also was done. I accompanied the students for the external events. I also participated in the COVID appropriate beer certificate. I myself, being an NSS program officer, I myself registered and then motivated students to take a pledge. I also did an awareness program, so this, just to motivate and spread awareness. Then here I was invited for the guest as a guest for 2 schools like Vidya Prabodhini and Rosary Higher Secondary as a chief guest for the NSS installation ceremony. I upskilled because what happens is when you be with students, your knowledge should be more than the students. So I often upgrade my knowledge with a lot of courses from CIT, NCRT, from a lot of courses I did to upskill my skills with different certificates, different courses from NCRT, from Chocolate App, OERs. So students, some of the students don't know about OERs, how the intellectual property rights. So I just teach them in a very good way so that they use it rightly. Not some academic faculty development course I have done. Then this knowledge I shared with my teachers, all my teachers, because this is the thing. I had a lot of knowledge, and I wanted during the pandemic I tried to spread on this knowledge to my teachers, my students, so they're well equipped with the technology. Lot of certificates I've also there, and I have also been a trained NSS program officer. I have done a course from Ahmednagar College. I am a trained program officer. So I've gone for 10 days a course from Ahmednagar. I've done a lot of courses, chocolate app also. Then I'm a master trainer for coding and robotics, where I received a certificate from the Honorable Chief Minister after completion of the course. I have uploaded a lot of pictures, yoga session, and Ayush Ministry has honored me with the certificates for uploading the pictures of our school. These are all the certificates of participation. A lot of courses I have done, and this knowledge I have already also I've shared with the teachers. So yeah, this is I have done a game-based e-content after learning from the scratch. I've done a program which I forwarded to the CIT, NCRT, and they've given me a participation certificate for that. I've done a course on multimedia resources, teaching learning assessment tools from CIT. Then the digital pedagogy. And here I'm putting all the certificates, the awards and certificates which I got for my work. The appreciation letter, a lot of appreciation letter from the Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. And this is of ex-provincial Father Felix Fernandez, Father Evan Carvalho, rector. I got honored by the All Goa Computer Association for the work I've done. Prestigious award from I have been awarded with the Kisha Foundation NSS Karamveer Award. My mission statement: being a role model of good character, imparting sound moral values and deep faith in God, promoting physical wellness through healthy living habits, creating a culture of hard work and self-discipline, enhancing academic performance through effective teaching, developing interpersonal skills that help to attain emotional balance, inculcating appreciation and respect for diverse creeds and culture, arousing a sense of social awareness and commitment, involving parents as partners in the educative process. Everything and everyone is won by the sweetness of word and works, Don Bosco. These are educators. And my goal as an ICT teacher is to integrate technology in education, creating digital native learners, and bringing about digital transformation in students to succeed careers of globalized world. And I always say that always do your best in whatever you do. Set goals and 6 challenges. Become a role model for those coming behind you. And you always have God in your heart. Thank you. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Nilesh ji, for sharing this wonderful journey, and I am sure people will be benefited, once they go through it in detail. So let's try out something. As we have just seen your journey and heard it, from the very beginning. So I want to know in detail about the Don Bosco Night School. As you rightly mentioned, you have appreciated, to provide your services. We would like to know more. What is this night school?
Yeah, night school is the students in night school. They are the poor and underprivileged who could not complete their studies.
Okay.
Due to various reasons, they could not complete their studies, and they come here from 6 o'clock. The classes start at 6 o'clock in the night.
Okay.
and it goes up to 8:30.
Hmm.
And we have students. We feel happy that students come because for them it is a very difficult time because some of the students have language problems and all.
Mm-hmm.
But still, we try to give our knowledge. Me, I used to teach them because I've been a science background. I had a knowledge of math, science, and all. So when a teacher was absent, I used to take the classes. I used to help the students. And in the computer, I went beyond the thing. I taught them because I had the banking knowledge. I had all the knowledge, which hardware, software, and all that. So I spread on this knowledge to them. I gave them the practical knowledge, real knowledge, which I feel happy when I see the students in petrol pump or government offices. Everywhere I go, they just come and appreciate me. They tell me because of you, we are somewhere in life.
Okay.
So I feel happy about it.
So what was the process, of getting them, able to compete in the exams and to qualify as the academic sessions. So what was the procedure of that school, night school? What
happened? There is a manager and for the rector, Evan Carvalho, and he is the principal. They propagate this to church, to papers, newspapers, and we also when we go out, we tell the students. I see students who are working somewhere and are not literate. I tell there is a night school, and this is the mouth-to-mouth propaganda which goes on.
Agreed.
We get the students, we get the number, and now the teachers are very good. We got a results. We got a very good result this time. The night school also got good results. Okay. So
we can say it was a parallel school, towards the morning school, normal school and night school, both are parallelly running, right?
Yeah,
in the same building.
No, I just want to clarify here.
Please.
The Don Bosco night school, they have because they have time limit is 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So they cannot cover the entire board. They have study. They usually they don't come here for marks as such. They just want to pass.
Right.
Just for increment base, they come. So it is a process where we teach the teachers and myself is to give them knowledge. They could just pass that exam.
Okay.
But there are some students who have got more than passing marks.
Right.
Last 2 years, the performance is better.
Right. Agreed. That's why I want to know more about this, and I think this is really wonderful and much appreciated initiative by the father. Thanks very much for sharing this wonderful information. Let's move ahead and now come to the journey of your ICT, information communication tools. So when did you start searching tools for any of our problem which we have seen in the field of education, for the betterment of education, as you mentioned about the video clips, audio clips, right, and various softwares in various subjects. So when did you start finding some solutions as a tools, as a software?
No, see, I had during the pandemic, I had gone to a lot of webinars, faculty development webinars, where I learned about these tools, and I try to incorporate these tools in my practical. I try to experiment with it myself. Then Father Savio Gomes, he gave me initiative. Why don't you? Because you have the knowledge. You have the knowledge. Why don't you spread this knowledge? And I am always in the habit of sharing knowledge. So I took the initiative of teaching the Don Bosco teachers as well as the other teachers, and often spread this knowledge to all people. I post whatever new things come, I just post them, and this way, and also I try to, whenever there's event, I try to use the tool. In this way, it is possible that teachers have to use the tools. There are a lot of free tools. Try to use the free tools. There are, like we have CorelDRAW, Photoshop. There is a substitute tool for that. There's a GIMP, there is a Photopea, there is a Krita. So try to use only the open source, free source software. Yeah.
Right. Open source and free softwares are very important for all the students out there. As we know, there are so many students, those who are very underprivileged. So what was your experience, when you started, trying to find some solutions, as you rightly mentioned that father, told you to do something extra, right? So what was your experience once you dig out, the solution, and you can say, confidently when you use it. So how was the experience of, first solution to the class?
Yeah, definitely. The students, because when I go to class, I am very confident because I know the tool. I know the tool, and I can explain it in different ways. That's also
Okay.
plus point.
Mm-hmm.
When you have the knowledge, the skill with you, you can use the tool as, because I've experimented with using the, now during the judges time. It was like a coordinator came to me. The father principal wants like you want automated judges giving the. I use because there were a lot of tools, but the right tool to use at the right time you have to know, because there is, see, the judges had a mobile.
Hmm.
Judges had a mobile, so I could not use PowerPoint or Access to do calculate the results. The best tool was a Google Sheet tool or a Google Docs tool, where collaborating totals and all that, because it can be total and can be generated that way. So I use the Google tool for that. So it is the experience and the use of the tool makes you more this confident about the tool.
Right. So if we talk about your state, Goa, right, as you belong from Goa, so my question is, what is the situation of internet connectivity, and when when did you start it, searching solutions for the online classes? So what was the reach of the internet, and if we talk about some outskirts of the city or the remote areas of Goa, so is there sufficient connectivity so that students from every corner they may connected with the school or the teachers or the resource person?
No, starting when we started the first phase and second phase. First phase, there were three phases in Goa. I was also part of that, so I know about that situation. Where a lot of complaints came, a lot of people had a problem when you used to go for the thing. There were a lot of queries from teachers. Teachers came with that students, how we ourselves are not even getting the connectivity, how the students will get the connectivity. There are a lot of issues, and we came out of it. There were problems. People try to innovate themselves, try to innovate, and then anyhow the classes were conducted and everything went fine. There was an issue, there was a relative issue because there were network problems and all that, but everyone came out of it, and we did all the thing very smoothly.
Right, right. Actually, that's why I want to know, because we all know that life is not a bed of roses. जब भी कोई
No. Rahulji, I just want to tell you, there were tools like the CRT, NCRT has come, can be different options. I also played, there were like we have the Tata Sky, we had a dish.
Yes.
We also pass on those, like we had a podcast, we had a lot of different other ways, radio, media.
Yes.
So radio, then we had all other this were there. So through that, students have had a knowledge.
Agreed. CIET is producing content for every platform, and we try our best to provide this content to every corner of the country. So let's move ahead.
Channels are there now. We have around 32 channels plus.
Yes, agreed. So we have
to 200.
we have many more channels to come up with the solutions for various languages and states as well. So Nilesh ji, let's move ahead. We have enough time. What would you like to add in this session as per your journey so far? So what was the experience when you came to know that you were selected for the National ICT Awardee 2019? That was the moment we would like to know. Personally, I have seen that moment, but I would like to know on behalf of the audience, those who are watching us live on TV and YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've shared my experience with Prudent earlier. We had a Goa channel, Prudent. I've shared. It was a pride moment for me when I got a call from Sudhir Pai ji. That you have been selected. I was just surprised too, but anyhow, on the back of my corner somewhere was there. I was getting, because I done a lot of work behind this, but it was a happy moment, and I dedicate this award to the Bosco family, the entire family, because it was because of students, because of fathers, all collaborative work, and yeah, I'll just be happy about it. I thank God for it.
And I'm sure when you conferred such a national level award, it will come to you with lots of pride and lots of responsibility, as you rightly holding on your shoulders now, because if you receive this award, it means your responsibility goes bigger and bigger. So what would be your next goal or next target which you have set it up? What is your plan for future endeavors?
Yeah, I just want to see, a teacher is always a lifelong teacher. But teachers always a lifelong learner.
Yes.
I am no exception to this.
Right.
I am no exception to this.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yes.
This is a beautiful line. Okay.
Mhm.
More than the love for the information, it has been my need to teach the latest to my students and share the knowledge with my teaching staff. And that motivated me to go an extra mile to keep me updated in the subject. But that's not all. The ultimate, it's not ultimate. Okay, I look forward to learning more and contributing more to my area of expertise.
Right. Okay, so we would like to know more about the experience of your class when you meet your students, right? So is there anything particular which you say to the students to motivate them, to focus on your goals, to focus on the studies, or anything like? So what would you like to say to them every time?
Yeah, I just tell my students you have to have an aim. And go step by step to achieve. You go follow like you want to be aeronautical engineer. Follow him. What are the things he did to achieve it, and try to improve on it to achieve that goal.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going ahead to wrap up this session. I have one more question for you. What is the reaction of your fellow teachers once you receive this award? Somehow this will be the motivation for them so that they can do better, and they can contribute with you towards the school, towards the society, and towards the betterment of the education of all the students. So what was the reaction of them?
No, they were very happy for me because there's a video which I would like to play. But the only thing, the audio is a problem. I tried working with it. Sharing is a problem. So it's there on my website.
Okay.
I have got the teachers' reactions. Some teacher told me, you are ever ready battery.
Wow.
Helpful. You're always helpful forever.
Okay. Okay.
Told me, you are ever ready. I'm always helping one another, because that is a learning phase for me. I learn a lot from when I do something new.
Okay.
I experiment with that. I learn a lot. Okay. The mistakes happen, but I learn a lot. So teachers are very cooperative. They were very happy. Being a Don Bosco teacher, they were proud of me.
Right. So we can say that you are blessed with so many titles from all your fellow teachers, all your friends, right?
Right.
Great.
Thank you.
So what would you like to add as a concluding remarks of this journey of the ICT awardee? And today you are the awardee with us. So what would be your concluding remarks?
Yeah, teachers, use your subject, whatever subject you have. There are a lot of ICT tools. Try to make the subject interactive using these tools. So your teaching is best. You do your traditional teaching, but incorporate these tools. They make the teaching learning process more interactive. Students now don't like to read direct from the book. You have to teach them simulations, because there are tools available freely, free source. You don't have to purchase, you don't have to buy them. It's freely available. They are all open source. Try to use quizzes, use OMR based, like I just you talked about ZipGrid. Then try to create a video, interface, integrate it, and then make your learning more beautiful or more valuable for the students.
Right. I think this is the main responsibility of the teacher, to bring out the best of the subjects, outlined for all the students. So let's move ahead. And I'm sure this journey will be, very benefited for all the stakeholders of this session, those who are watching us live on PMeVIDYA channels and NCERT's official YouTube channel. Mr. Nilesh Rayapai from Goa with us. Thank you, Mr. Nilesh, for joining us with your journey.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
As you rightly shared all your thoughts, all your journey, all your certifications, appreciations, as you, awarded during this, hard time, I must say, because we have, gone through the bad phase of COVID pandemic. we have seen. Thank you very much for joining with us, and I'm sure we would like to congratulate you again for the National ICT Award 2019, which was conferred in February 2022 to you. Thank you very much for joining with us, and congratulations and best wishes for all your future endeavors.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, NCERT is here.
Yes, CIET is also here, all the time for all the teachers, to do something better for the betterment of education. We are trying to make the things better for all the students, those who are here with us. Thank you very much. हमारा ये जो सेशन है यहीं अब हम समाप्त करेंगे. आप जब चाहें इस सेशन को ऑनलाइन भी देख सकते हैं. This was the journey of a National ICT Awardee, Mr. Nilesh Rayapai from Goa. He was working in Don Bosco Higher Secondary School, Panjim. So stay tuned. We would be coming back soon with the next session of Sahyog, for which you are waiting for. Thank you very much for watching this session. Now this session comes to an end now. Keep watching. Namaskar.